Hi, my name is Johnson Oremi, and welcome once again to Conserving Class. Today, we will not be dealing with the technical part of conservation profession. Rather, we'll be dealing with something that borders on how well you maximize your classroom learning for solution to real world problem. Over time, I've discovered a gap between what is going on in the classroom and what is going on in the world of practice. I remember back then, my final project in school, the topic was assessing quantity surveying curriculum. The topic was assessing quantity surveying curriculum with the current demand in construction industry. And what brought about that topic in my head basically is the fact that I discovered that for the number of years that I've spent, 2, 3 years that I've spent as an undergraduate student before my internship, that there were gaps between what I was being taught in classroom to what I was seeing in the world of practice. So as a result, it's important that we look at this topic, how you as a conserving student can maximize your classroom learning for solution to real world problem. And let me start by saying that you need to understand that beyond any course, whether be it conserving or any course you might be studying in our institution of learning, that the overall aim of education and institution of learning is to develop your critical thinking capacity, to develop your mental capacity, and to instill in you discipline needed to succeed in all endeavors in life. So it's beyond, this is my course of study. It's beyond, this is the discipline I've chosen, this is the career path I've chosen. So it's beyond that. It boils down to developing your critical thinking capacity and also instilling in you discipline that you need to be successful. Having said that, how do you become the best in quantity surveying profession, or whether you are conserving, for people that might be watching this video that are not conserving students, how do you become best in your chosen field, in your course of study in school as an undergraduate student? First of all, you need to understand that for you to become best in any course you are studying in school, you need to really understand the aim of that course. You need to understand why that course was designed. Now, I know it might look at you as a dumb thing to say that, someone is studying medicine and surgery and he doesn't understand why he's studying medicine and surgery. You wouldn't literally believe that. But in my experience, I've met with students who literally were studying a course just because someone said they should study. And so there is boredom, there is a lack of passion, there is lack of purpose, though they were in school. And although I've also let you understand at the introductory part of this video that it's beyond the course that you study in school. So, but nevertheless, it will also be a total waste of time for you as a student studying a particular course in an institution of learning, that you study a course and you cannot solve problems related to that particular course. Let me give you a typical example of that is if I come to you and I call myself a web developer and I cannot develop a web application to solve a problem for a particular organization, then I've failed. Probably the aim of the web application is for the general public to be able to interact with that particular organization. So if I can't develop a web application and I call myself a web developer, then I fail. So the same way, if you call yourself as a quant surveying student, or you call yourself for any particular course you've chosen to study in school, you call yourself as a student of that course. Any one day that you are going to be a graduate, and you can't solve problem relating to that particular course of study, then I will say that you have failed. So if you become good as a quant surveying student, if you become a good quantity surveyor, because what I'm dealing with here is not just you passing exam in classroom. It's you being able to solve problem for people. Like I said, every course you see over there in our institution of learning is designed to solve a particular problem. So if you call yourself a quant surveying student, you cannot solve the problem of cost and contrast management for a client, for an organization, for a society, then you have failed. So you must understand the first thing to become a good quantity surveyor, or to be good at whatever course you have chosen to study at an institution of learning beyond classroom. Providing real solution to a real world problem, is to understand the aim. Why am I studying this course? What was this course designed to solve? So, and if you truly do your assignments well, you truly do your research well, I can tell you that you will, in the process of doing that, you can really decide whether you want to proceed in studying that particular course or not. The way it works for me is that while I was offered quant surveying as a course in our institution of learning, before we start major classroom exercise, work, and likes of them, teaching, lecturing, I did a thorough search the first week of getting into school. I did a thorough search. Okay, what is quant surveying all about? What are problems that quant surveyor can solve in society at large? So I read a lot, different articles, different journals. I read a lot. So I was able to see, this is what quant surveying profession is meant to solve. So it is then I made up my mind, okay, I think I'm interested in this course and I'm ready to pursue this course to the best of my capacity. So if you understand the aim of the course you are studying, it will develop, it will create passion in you. And once you find a sense of purpose beyond classroom activities, then coming to class, taking lecture, doing research, going to field, doing anything relating to that course of study in an institution of learning won't become won't be a burden to you again. So when you hear students say, I don't like this course, I don't like that course, I've come to discover most of the time that it is because they don't really understand. Yes, some of them might understand and even be passionate about the course they are studying. In terms of, whether you're studying quant surveying, whether you're studying medicine and surgery, whether you're studying project management in school, so they are passionate. But they might, in my interaction with many of them, I discovered that some of them might be saying, I hate this course, I hate that course. So, but if they truly understand what that course is designed to make out of them, then they wouldn't make that statement that, they hate this particular course, they hate that particular course. Because they will understand that all of the courses that they have on that they are to take as a student to become a graduate in a particular field are designed for them to be able to solve real world problems when they get out there. So, the first thing, like I said, is to understand what is the aim. Why was this course designed? Now, having said that, the next thing is to ask, how can I become a good quantity surveyor? And I would say that the answer will be found. The answer to this question of how can I become a quantity surveyor, and the reason why I'm saying how can I become a quantity surveyor, a good quantity surveyor rather, it's not just for classroom purpose, because otherwise I would say how can I become a good quantity surveying student. But the question is that how can I be a good quantity surveyor? Because like I said, if you really get the aim, the reason why a course was designed, then in your process, if you have really bought into that profession, into that course, you will have started seeing yourself practicing, solving problems for people real time in the world outside classroom. So, but if you are yet, you can't go into the question of how if you are not find purpose in that particular course. But you have found purpose in that particular course, then the next question is, how can I become a good quantity surveyor? Now, the answer to that question is found in all the courses that sum up that you have to take to become a graduate of that particular profession, to become a graduate of quantity surveyor, of quantity surveying. Take it for instance now, as an undergraduate quantity surveying student, you will one of the topics that you'll be introduced to, that you will take, is architectural drawing and design. You also take another topic is construction technology, then tendering and estimating construction. So you have a lot of course on and on that way. So, but basically, I'm just going to speak to give you a general, the aim. So I'll be taking one of these courses because there are a lot of courses to do as a consulting student in school. So, but I'll be taking one which is architectural drawing and design. So, if you ask me, to become a good quantity surveyor, you need knowledge of architectural drawing and design. And what's the essence of doing architectural drawing and design? There are a lot of reasons for doing architectural drawing and design as a course if you're a consulting student. But one of the major reasons, the major reason there is for you to be able to understand and interpret drawing. Now, most of the time, information about structure, about building, about elements of construction are conveyed via drawing. Yes, there's a place of specification and schedule. And in order to really broaden your understanding of the reason why architectural drawing and design was introduced, was also one of the major, essence of architectural drawing and design as a course, is for you to be able to understand and differentiate between specification and schedule. So, if you are an undergraduate consulting student in school and you are making a statement like, okay, I hate architectural drawing and design, I don't even like going to the class, you know already that you've started preparing yourself for failure in the world. Because it means that you can't interpret if you are trying to convey a message to you via drawing, you can't interpret, you can't understand. Then another aim of this course, architectural drawing and design, is to actually, for you to be able to understand design brief. So I can go on and on that way. But like I was saying, for you to be a good quantity surveyor, that is to meet up with the overall aim of any course of study, be it quantity surveying or any other course of study you've chosen to study in an institution of learning, you have to know how. And like I've said, the how is usually in all of the courses you will have to do as a quantity surveying student or for any other course you have chosen. I believe this help. But nevertheless, I understand, just to say this, that I understand that there is a place of transition, there is a place of development, there is a place of changes in community, and talking about the changes, I don't want to use the word threat, the changes that technology brings to quantity profession or to any other career, to any other field, to any other course of study. So I understand that part. But to really get it right in your as a student, to really be able to optimize your classroom learning for solution to real world problem, you have to know what your course was designed to solve in the real world, and also understand how, which like I've said, they are usually in the courses you are going to do to be a graduate in that particular course. I hope this helped. Thank you.